Hello, welcome to the One I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, wearing clothes. I'm wearing a shirt from Hot Topic, so there's no need to explain that. So yesterday, I was watching Overwatch League. It's an esport. Basically, I'm watching two teams play a first-person shooter. Um, you know what a first person shooter is. That part doesn't matter. But anyway, in between one of the matches, um, the you know, uh, like they go to like a pre-recorded I guess interview. And for those of you that don't know, Overwatch is owned by Blizzard. It's like this video game company. They're the same company that had to fire a bunch of people because of all the sexual harassment lawsuits that happened, and you know they lost a lot of sponsors and got a lot of bad press. If you follow that sort of thing, and anyway, so they break away to this pre-recorded it was interviews. It was more like a I don't know. I guess like a TV spot, like in the middle of their video game challenge thing, whatever. Okay. Anyway, so it's one of their hosts. She's talking about how Overwatch is going to be more inclusive to all the genders, and I'm thinking, as far as I know, men and women are allowed to play Overwatch. Like men and women are allowed to play this video game. I've played the video game for a couple of years. I used to play where I would wear headphones so I could use the team chat so you could talk to the people on your team. And I remember that there were lots of women that played, lots of men that played, lots of children that played. Um, didn't get any old people, but lots of women, lots of children, lots of men. I think the oldest person was like I don't know, like in their 30s. So it covered the age groups or the age range from roughly 6 to 35, men and women, people from every country. I've played with people from the Philippines, played with people from Mexico, just all over the world. Okay, so I was shocked when I heard that they're trying to be more inclusive to every gender. I'm like, I didn't know they were leaving people out. I was like, well, and at the same time, because this is taking place on the internet, so there's like a chat going along with it, and there's people in the chat going, "Wait, I'm confused. There's only two genders. Who's being left out of this video game?" Anyway, then they started interviewing the people who do the play-by-play of these video game matches, and it starts out where I forgot their names, but anyway, it shows this guy and it has his pronouns, he, him. And he's like, Overwatch is going to be more inclusive. We're going to make sure every gender is represented. And I'm like, oh no, they're going woke, and it started from there and just went down a slippery slope of cringe. Just slippery slope of cringe. Then they had another caster on. It's this chick. She's a hot chick. Her name is Rose, but she goes by Nekra. That's her Twitter name, whatever. Nekkra. She's this hot Korean chick. Except if she was in Korea, she wouldn't be hot. But she's a hot Korean chick. But the standards of beauty in Korea, she would not be considered hot. But we're talking about my standards. She's hot. She looks like a real life version of a anime character. You know, she's like your tan skin waifu. Anyway, so she's like, she starts talking. She's like, my pronouns are she, her, or whatever. I'm like, you dumb bitch. You're Korean. If you had any other pronoun, your parents would disown you. You better be she. You you're a girl. You better be born a girl or stay a girl. Like, your parents don't want you doing this made up bullshit. So I'm like, that right there made me think, oh, these people are being forced to participate in this bullshit. I'm shocked. I was like, oh god, they got her too. And it was just like person after person who worked for this company doing. Now, granted, I had to turn the sound off, but every person that came on, it was their gender was under their name in their. I'm a girl. I go by whatever bullshit. Then I had to clear my eyes. I was crying from laughing. Anyway, then they had this weird looking girl, and I'm like, that's not a girl. And then I turned the sound up, and it has one of those, those voices, those those I'm pretending to be a girl voices. Yeah, one of those voices. I'm like, oh, that's a guy. And anyway, the person's like, yeah, I feel very represented, and I can't talk like him. You know what a tranny sounds like, right? Okay, like that. It's like a man pretending to sound like a girl, but it was just bad. Had the makeup, had the hair, wearing like Coke bottle glasses, trying to look like an e girl, except it's really an e guy. Minus the e, replace that with an F. Can I get an AG? Listen, it was just cringe. It was bad, and this person's like, Overwatch is going to be more inclusive to blah 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 bullshit cringe woke insert identity politics here. I'm not a fan of this game anymore. And then they had like two or three more people talking about, these are my pronouns. This game is going to be inclusive to everyone. First of all, it was never not inclusive. Anyone is allowed to play this video game. This game has been out since 2016. I've never heard anyone say, Chinese women can't play. I've never heard anyone say, drag queens can't play. I've never heard anyone say anything about someone of any group is not allowed to play. So where's this, like, what is the point of this virtue signaling bullshit that this esport is? It's a fucking esport. You're not. I'm sorry, but an esport's not gonna change the world. Just play the fucking games. Play the games. I want to watch people play a first-person shooter and not have to think about woke leftist bullshit politics. What does what why does my entertainment have to be invaded by pronouns? I've never once. I mean, it could be any video game. It could be whatever. It could be anything entertainment wise. I've never thought, man, I really love I don't know, I really love Blackpink. They're like a great group, but man, like, I hope the blacks aren't listening to it. Like, I have who in their right mind is going whatever. It could be anything. Like my favorite basketball team. I don't follow basketball, but whatever. Like the Warriors. Man, man, like I can't wait to go to the Warriors game. I hope there are no women there. I hope there are no white people at the game. And then like Steph Curry has to do a commercial. Go listen. Our team, the NBA, whatever basketball is for everyone, and we're gonna be inclusive as possible. My pronouns are douchebag, idiot. Everyone is welcomed in this sports arena. I don't think they realize how stupid they sound. And then the thing is, they're appealing to Twitter. You're appealing to Twitter, and when Twitter is mostly bots, so you're appealing to six people who are, I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm just saying there's six people on Twitter right now who who felt that Overwatch was not inclusive somehow, and these six people probably complained, and so they did a whole 20-minute TV spot or whatever it's called, just a 20-minute thing announcement going how they are inclusive and everyone is allowed and welcome to play. Who the hell woke up? I have a neighbor. I'm making this up. She's non-binary, trans dimensional wizard. Okay, I don't think she's ever woken up and was like, "Damn, I'm not included in this. I'm not allowed to turn on my TV, whatever." You know, like I can't picture one person who is in one of those mental disorder groups going like, well, I'm not included. It's very non-inclusive. I can't play this video game. They're not allowing non-binary drag queens, cis non-gender neutral conformist who identify as women to play. God, if they only had some kind of announcement saying that it was inclusive, then I would feel welcomed. Only a moron, only a weak-minded individual is like that. It's a fucking video game. Play it. No one's stopping you from doing anything. As long as you have the right color and that color's green, you're accepted. You got money? Pay for the damn game, play the damn game. That's all that anyone cares about. The only reason why Blizzard did that virtual signaling bullshit is because they had that sexual harassment lawsuit where they had to shell out millions of dollars to all their female employees. Or I believe, I forgot the exact number. I think it was like 80 some female employees. They was like a multi-million dollar settlement. And they got a lot, they lost a lot of sponsors. See, the Overwatch League, the league that had this inclusive announcement, lost all their sponsors after Blizzard had the sexual harassment lawsuit, and they had to fire a bunch of people. Blah 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 blah. Now they're pulled a 180, and now they're going full woke to try to get the sponsors back. I mean, I see right through it. The six people on Twitter who are now happy don't see right through it. They don't understand that by doing this, they're just they're basically not weaponizing, like monetizing the woke to get the sponsors back because a lot of companies are woke. And so if you have this company that's like reformed now, they went from like shelling out like whatever $80 million for sexual harassment lawsuit to now having everyone give their pronouns in a bio and going like, we're inclusive now, everyone's allowed to play, even the trannies. Look, we're interviewing one right now on TV. Look, see? If she's welcome, everyone's welcome. We're not going to sexually harass anyone. They gave a whole segment about how they're going to record people's voices when they're playing the game, and so if anyone says a bad word, they're gonna ban them from the game. If they're now going to record people's conversations as they're playing the video game because if you say something wrong, they're going to ban you. I am not that I'm doing it now. I am never going to be interacting with anyone or talking to anyone like I mean, that's some big brother shit. And also, who determines what's bad when it comes to language? I like to use every single word in the English language. I don't think any word's bad. Now, I do believe in libel and slander, so obviously I can't write a news article saying that, whatever, I like to kick puppies. because like you can't. I mean, obviously, I believe in free speech, but I also believe you can't just make something up about someone and make it public because obviously that's slander. I can't like pull a libel, write a write a hit piece and publish it on the internet, going like my neighbor likes to stuff artichokes in his pillow, because that's not true. But in terms of just like free speech, like talking, yeah, I think everything. I think you should be allowed to say anything you want, and I think you should be able to call people whatever you want. If someone's pissing you off, you get to call them an elk with no balls. That's not hate speech. It's just talking. In fact, the only thing that hate speech is just some people can't take certain words, so they give them a bad label, and it's hate speech. So and hate speech is banned now. Basically, you take everything that you can't stomach, you take everything that hurts your feels, and you put it in the section called hate speech, and you make that a bad thing. It's a made up concept, just like your 37 genders. It's bullshit. There's no such thing as hate speech. There's a thing called speech, but there's no such thing as hate speech. So anyway, the game became woke. The company became woke. They pulled a 180, complete opposite of what they were before. A sexual harassment haven. It was the Me Too of Me Too's. There's a picture of not all, but a lot of the male employees at Blizzard holding up a big ass portrait of Bill Cosby. I'm not even kidding. I hate it when people go woke. I mean, it really bothers me. You know what? That's hate speech. The fact that you went woke and labeled half the stuff I say as hate speech is hate speech. They they literally can say anything they want is hate speech. See, that's the problem. Like when you use a term that is defined on the whims of someone's emotions, hate speech, that definition can change every 2 days, just like the CDC changes the rules about COVID every 6 weeks. Okay, it's bullshit. It's complete another bullshit. I don't give a fuck what your gender is. Just what's your kill to death ratio? Like I don't care what your pronouns are. Are you good at the damn game? I don't care what your sexuality is. Can you just queue up so we can play this death match? I mean, why are we making video games like this important? Just the fact that, if it's even true, because it's just a virtue signal, but let's just say someone actually thinks that this video game is excluding people. Like, that is narcissism on the highest level. Like, you really think that that there's a group of people, whatever, 19-year-old Chinese girls going, God, I'm not allowed to play this game. I'm a 19-year-old Chinese girl. When will the woke stop? When will the six people on Twitter stop making $1 million companies, $1 billion companies turn to shit? I don't know. I've never experienced, well, yes I have, but I've never experienced cringe that hard when people I've been watching for, I don't know, a couple of years. I've been watching this Overwatch League for years. I've never seen anyone on there talk about their pronouns or like their gender. I mean, well, it's obvious their gender because you're either a man or a woman. But I'm saying I've never heard any of them talk like that. But now we're talking about it because the company told me to. Like you have employees who don't even believe in the bullshit. That's so annoying. Anyway, I've said enough. I'll talk to you later. Peace.